Welcome, this is my video introduction for AEP 800 Innovative Technology Integration. I am Scott May, and a little bit about myself. My current position is principal at Apollo Elementary in Goddard. I've been there for the last 4 years. This is my 5th year there. As far as my school goes, I have about 475 students, early childhood through 4th grade, a variety of different programs, PBS and early childhood special education. Our district's been growing for 30 plus years every single year. And so we're kind of a progressive district that has to keep changing with the times. As far as my journey, I taught 3rd grade in Wichita. I've taught 5th grade in Cheney, Kansas. And then I was the principal at Swaney Elementary in Derby for 9 years prior to coming to Goddard. My favorite part of my day is absolutely greeting students and teachers. And I think creating that relationship and having that personal interaction is great. And at the same time, I think my philosophy when it comes to technology is balance. And there needs to be just a balance between the interpersonal skills and technology that we see today that kids need. If I was to identify resources that support the mission of the district, I would say that in our particular district, we rely heavily on the strategic plan. 2 particular parts that kind of supports this is recruiting and retaining world-class staff, because if you do not have the staff that is willing and able to grow in terms of technology, that's going to be a tough road. And, status quo is not acceptable. There's a little bit more to that particular piece of the strategic plan, but that fits right into with technology and how we have to continue to push the envelope and grow with the times. Another thing the district has done is add an additional district position at central office that kind of helps handle and oversee technology, not just a technology director, but more of a district admin in that sense. We've got a new ELA adoption that we just adopted. This year is our first year of implementation, and there's a technology piece within there of which the district is promoting and supporting, which I'll talk about in a little bit. We need to push to truly integrate technology, which is conversations we've been having within meetings and with staff in terms of just projecting things on a projector is not technology integration. We want to do project-based learning and have some products that are created. And so that's the real true meaning of embracing integration. And then true support from the Board of Education devices and things that help support us with that initiative. As far as promoting the effective use of technology, in 1920, the board approved Chromebooks for each classroom at the elementary level to have 25 in each classroom, and even some technology in the middle and high school, which is going to continue to grow over the years. These are paired with carts for organization and things like that, which I think is important to teachers and the ease of use of technology. And then we've also implemented Clever, which is a single sign-on for students in the use of a QR code that they just scan and can access programs and things like that that are available. Supporting the teachers, I think, is huge. We have the devices, but we need more work in the area of training. We were so behind in actually the devices and their age and usability that we had to address that first. So assisting teachers in differentiated teaching strategies is a huge one. We need to create a positive connection, as indicated in the reading. They just can't be taught in isolated circumstances. These kids see technology, use technology in a variety of different ways in their real life. And so I think that it's important to make sure that we adjust our instruction accordingly. As far as modeling, we are implementing Common Sense Media in the classroom, which are going to be integrated into kind of the library and media center lessons, and just having that technology available is going to allow for those natural conversations to happen of how we handle technology in terms of the students. And then also just at the teacher type level, we in building social media accounts, and we encourage social media accounts for classrooms. There's a lot of teachers that are doing great things and showing that on Instagram, Twitter, Class Dojo, and sharing those with our families. As far as improving the use of technology within the district, again, our strategic plan is going to help, and we've got a new plan starting in 2020. I think technology is going to be a huge part of that. Continuing the social media, site council, and community engagement. And part of that, I think, involves getting students out there and presenting to the public and showing the kind of things they're producing and opportunities they have in terms of technology. And then the administration modeling these tools and being good models of technology as an administrator, I think is important to kind of push the staff to follow. And then, staff need to be trained to a certain extent. A lot of technology you can figure out, but I think staff need to be trained to a certain extent so that they can use the things that we have provided. There are my references. Thank you. I look forward to this class. I always enjoy talking about technology and how we can continue to grow and teach kids to be great stewards of their own personal self. So, to it, thank you very much.